virtually everybody who is successful in this business is an artist. It's the art of storytelling, it's the art of drawing, painting, sculpting, it's the art of acting, it's the art of writing. It's an art form. I mean, these are the Renaissance artists that are living today.
I knew more about directing when I was 22 and 23 and 25 and 27, and that which was going to come out as a writer for me didn't really begin to emerge till I was, say, 30 or 31 or 2, till I had a certain amount of life experience. I think the perseverance, the willingness to make mistakes. What's so funny?
And that's why before you were out of film school, or excuse me, a month out of film school, you were hired on a television show and immediately made the story editor.
You were doing a scene at the very beginning of the shoot, and she came in. She said, oh, I've done a terrible thing. I said, what? She said, I put my finger in my eye when I was putting my contacts in. That's Margot. So I said, well, let's shoot without him. She said, I can't see. I said, well, let's just try, you know. So she did it. And she was so wonderful, wide-eyed like she is in the film, tripping over things like she did in the film. And from there on in, I forbid her to wear her contact lenses.
Basically, I stole the scene from Princess Bride, right? Wally Shawn. Inconceivable! So we basically stole the scene from Princess Bride. And Chuck, who is the greatest guy, I've become a really good friend of his. I really adore him. And he's funny about all of this, you know. He sort of had an interesting take on the book and what he was doing. And he wrote me a letter and he said, you know, in his book, he shoots it. He sent me a letter. He says, Julie is a great choice and she looks exactly like, you know, the real Patricia before I shot her. Or no, before I poisoned her. And I said, just for the record, you know, Chuck, you shot her, I poisoned her. That's right.
And then lo and behold, you find yourself in New York on a Sunday morning, walking down Fifth Avenue. You're already about 10 weeks into the film. It's a beautiful, sunny Sunday morning, and as you walk towards the Met, there's about 6, 7 blocks cordoned off. And you realize that because of your own dreaming, because of your own wishes and desires, you've created this traffic jam, and you've created this incredible sense of the theatrical.
The challenge was, that we put ourselves through, was how would we really shoot the ship if we had it? Not what are we limited to by visual effects, and we looked a lot at the cruise line commercials because they showed off the ships. And we said, okay, we want a helicopter shot coming in here, we want a sweeping shot there. And it really informed the process as to how much of the ship we needed to build. Because we went into the process thinking we would not need to build as much of the ship as we did, but in getting to it, we saw how many shots. We saw all the funnels or the stern of the ship, and we realized it was more effective, cost-effective, if we built more of the ship, reducing our visual effects budget in order to accommodate that.
Poor Mark couldn't hear Yoda because they're below the floorboards. So he would say something, I'm looking for a Jedi Knight. And he'd listen, nothing would come out. But in the rehearsals, we gave him an earpiece. And Yoda would say, looking for a Jedi Knight, are you? Or whatever the hell he says. And now Mark has to answer, what am I talking to you for? Oh, talking to me for, you know. And you had the back and forth conversation rehearsed many times, and then you took out the earplug, and Mark had to do it with this puppet that was talking, but nothing was coming out. I thought that Mark did a fabulous job, and you'll see for yourself